Hey guys, welcome back. Maris here, and this episode is again about State of Decay 2. And as you know, just released patch 4.0. Well, next patch is out, and I just wanted to quickly jump in and explain you if you are too bored to read and find the patch notes. This patch has some great changes, but most of them are bug fixes. So let's stop looking at my awesome Mafia car selection over here, and I'll just guide you through the patch notes and mention I have, I think, five points I wanted to highlight specifically. The rest of them are not that important. So let's jump right to the patch notes. At this moment, yeah, you understand there's no point of watching me playing zombies. It's more about patch notes. So, a short summary of patch notes. I just run through. They make the sentence a little bit differently each time, but in general there are 19 bug fixes and 4 improvements. And one is I'm trying to understand, so I marked this as what the hell. Anyhow, bug fixes. For bug fixes, we have fixed exploits, so you can't make influence all the time. I'm not using any exploits, so that for me is like not a big deal, but it's nice that they are paying attention to such things. Then there's removed appearance soft lock caused by death. I will not actually read through. Let me just quickly point out what I think is most important, because there will be link, of course, down below to the patch notes. You can read them out. It's, as I said, mostly bug fixes. So most important are 3 points, which I count as improvements, and basically you can count them all together because it's improvement of how much and how often and what kind of logic behind is when you lose your resources. You know, when you travel around, then sometimes it's just, yeah, you guys spill the fuel, there's a bad food, they broke materials, anything and everything, and it was annoying as hell because it was totally random. So for that we have 3 points. First is random resources lost events now depend on morale and traits. So if you build up community as best as you can without any bad traits and everyone has high morale, you shouldn't expect any of those. They specifically mention it if you recruit carefully, blah blah blah. The random resource loss should be the thing of past. So love this, looking forward to it, because my team, my community is best of the best, built up them myself, trained them myself, and yeah. Second point is still about the same thing. They made this funny thing. So the idea is simple. When morale is low for a particular member, she tends to do something about it, and then you lose the supplies. But the idea is, instead of just losing the rewards, that particular community member will gain some kind of morale boost. So if they were angry, they, I don't know, ate a food, the food is less, you lost the food, but at least now they are happy. So it's again improvement, because it's not just purely lost of the and they are still angry or low morale. The idea is, if you have low morale, in cost of supplies you will have it increased, which is great. And the last point is skilled characters will now sometimes provide the community with now free items in place of resource loss events. So that got me question: if all my community is built up nicely, there's great morale and everything, I shouldn't receive those events. And still, if I will encounter such supply loss, the community members will notice something else. So I will have something in return. So if I will lose some medicine, I expect the guy will say like, well, we lost this med supply, but at least, well, there's the bandages or painkillers or something like that. So those are 3 great improvements what I specifically wanted to highlight. Then 4th point definitely need to be highlighted. It's just said in notes. We cannot confirm until none of us running the same bug. The bug fix is about the situation when you arrive on an enclave and there is no one there. You go around. They are showed on a map, but they don't appear in the game. So at least in patch notes, keep in mind there's sometimes it takes more than one update to get rid of the bug. But they at least are trying to fix it now. I hope they fix it, and that's really annoying bug, so looking forward to see it going away. And the last improvement, because obviously I'm the guy who already in the past mentioned how this game is too easy and make it harder and whatsoever, so I think that this counts towards this. Armored zombies are no longer killed by flames. Instead, they catch fire and become scarier, like Juggernaut. Smiley face. Winky face, actually. Imagine those guys are like, okay, we are listening to you. You want harder gameplay? You get it. So, and let me highlight, it doesn't sound too bad, and you're like, come on, who's using fire anyways? Well, let me just remind you and stress to you even more. This patch is preparation for next week's DLC coming out, Daybreak, where you have to defend technician, like the spot from waves of zombies, and there will be those guys coming in, and as seen in demo, one of the efficient ways is to throw throwables at them. So now I'm going back to the demo they showed. 4 times they play, I think, or 5, and many times there was zombies with armor and they just threw flammables and it was gone. Now I'm thinking, in that Daybreak, just keep in mind, because this game is based on there, so I think if they make changes here, that should be affected there as well. Now, if you have a lot of armored zombies in flames running around, not dying, and the flames are... you catch the flame and then they even hit you and bite you, that bumps up the difficulty quite on different level, because in the base game you encounter I don't know, some 1, 2, 3 armored zombies when you specifically check the police station or something around the military base. They usually pop up there, but now we are speaking about, well, you get the idea. So this is one improvement, that's why I wanted to highlight it. Kinda is what me and other creators and players requested, like ask, like pump up the difficulty, it's too easy. Now I'm a little bit scared about it, but anyhow, it should be fine. And just quickly, let me run through. I have actually point out a few other points, like in mid-range, like not super highlight, but one is the fixing exploit for buying and selling stackables. That's for me it's nothing, but at least one less exploit. 2 other things are bug fixes for warlords and builders storyline, which is definitely a big deal, because when you play through, you want at some point win the playthrough and your main story is bugged, and I know it happened to you guys a lot as well. There was a lot of questions in the beginning of when the game was released. I got to there's not popping up, there's not showing, there's not progression for me as well. There was a lot of questions. So at least for 2 story modes, for known bugs, they should be fixed. And the last point in the mid importance section, I have fixed some issues where zombies would spawn trapped in geometry. So I understand the language, how they explain things is, I find it a little bit nice, challenging. Let's call it challenging. So I think those are the moments when you run in the house and there's a zombie standing on the table or on the bed or something, and it can't move away. It's stuck basically there. So you slash it or shoot it. But I understand those are the things, which was a bit, well, quite often, let's say. So them being gone, awesome. Thank you very much. And then there's removed pop-ups boxes, fixed handful buildings, numerous localization issues, exiles should not be hostile whatsoever. Yeah, count towards exile related achievements. Everything and anything, the rest of this patch basically is how it should be. It's not something brand new like, wow, total different game changes or something. Fix some sniper tower, fixed issues where weapons fixed for free. Sometimes facilities stop building. Never encounter, never. I can't comment if you had some awful bugs. Definitely check out the patch notes. Maybe some of them or all of them are now fixed, so you will be super happy. For me, I ran through a few times. I couldn't find anything that particularly important besides what I already mentioned. So this video is already, it's not too long. This time I ran through quickly, quite quickly. Some zombie killing achievements adjusted. Now doesn't count towards the achievements when you kill zombies by car. What else? Exploits in co game when you could easily explode a car. Issue is indefinitely persistent C4 charges left by dead characters. Yeah, I think that's something with multiplayer. Anyhow, yeah, that's it. Awesome. I actually that was just me. If you check the past, how often the game released updates, not the game but developers, I actually waited this patch like last week because they have some 2 weeks interval when actually they managed to fix something, and this is right before the Daybreak, so they will be released on the Daybreak. It should be, at least. I expect something. So anyhow, I was wrong, so now we have a patch. For the Daybreak, I will not take any... there's nothing more I can explain, show, discuss, but you already probably know. Next release, totally different map, different playstyle, totally different from your community. I would say something separate from the main game. But in the same time, if you look closely on the screen, at least there's reason why I'm showing my screen is if you look at the supply section where you have food, medicine, ammo, everything, you see there's a people, parts, influence, and there's a new resource, and that's the resource you can only resource. I'm pronouncing it wrong as Russian guy, obviously. So that's the new resource. It will be, you can obtain it only through the new DLC when you play that new map, this little map, Defend the Tech Guy, through the 7 waves. The more waves you beat, the more... I don't remember how this resource was called, doesn't matter, it's a new resource. You know what I'm talking about. And with that resource you can buy new weapons, new ammo, there's items and everything. So everything that will come out on DLC, I understand you kinda will have a taste what it is, but they already in the demo explained and answered to the questions, so the new weapons will use new ammo, and that new ammo can be bought only with this new resource, and the resource can be, so they kind of are now separating. If you're not buying this DLC, you will not get benefits out of it, kind of. So yeah, I'm not pushing you to go around crazy and purchase the DLC for one particular reason. Okay, two, because I never do that, and another reason I just checked because I'm really interested in this Daybreak. I can actually give you some more information. There will be live streams, video, call plays, collaboration with other creators over YouTube, mix, podcast. I don't know, I think we have some Twitchers as well. So we are really excited behind it, and we want to give you more, so we will be highlighting as much as possible everything about Daybreak. So don't be late. Check out next week all the possible channels, all the favorite creators for State of Decay 2. You will see a lot of surprises there. Second reason, I just checked the store, and for me, a Microsoft Store where I can purchase the game and updates. The DLC was with that link. I don't know if it's not available for my country, or they have still some implementation issues or something, anything, but they highlight in the game, but it cannot be purchased in the store. I don't know if that's for you. Just be patient. There's still 1 week time to check out, purchase the DLC and play the game. Hola. Let's bake it. Okay, next day. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Awesome that you are still with me, and again, next update for awesome game and another DLC coming out. I'm really excited, and yeah, if you like the video, if you like what I'm trying to show you and do here, please welcome, subscribe, like, share, and check again. There are more videos coming in, and my little apology because I have a bit sidetracked. Nothing bad's happened. There's a 2-point hospital. There's new other games coming out. I'm still checking and looking at one of the best games ever, Shadow of War. I just love that series. Actually, there's 2 games only, but there's a lot of releases coming out, and I just picked up my old save game, and oh my god, it's so amazing. So I'm still playing, and I still am really excited about State of Decay 2, and there are too many games coming out, and I need to play them all and show you all of them. And one particular I'm actually really feeling bad about. I postpone all the time because I want to create proper and put together everything I know about Phantom Doctrine, actually the game that one of you guys suggested to check it out, and it actually is great. Really bad timing for the game to come out, and so many things happening, but I played it quite a lot, and I wanted to play even more so I can give you better understanding and explanation and review and suggestion about it. So yeah, that is coming out sometime soon. Okay, hi zombie, bye zombie, crazy. Yeah, if you are interested about all the video games and what's coming up, what's the updates, new releases, new games and everything, we will meet again, that's for sure. Thank you guys, and stay tuned. Bye.